Welcome home, Rat Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons. Today I'm with Karina.
Hi.
And today I am super excited. You know why?
Tuesday.
No, not really. I don't know. When has Tuesday been like a day of notability? You know, you got Friday, which is like, TGIF. Yeah, TJ off. We have the stream. Wednesday's hump day. Monday, even Garfield doesn't like it. Tuesday, nothing notable about it, but nonetheless, I'm excited. Besides Tuesday, I'm excited because we are going to be going into the thrift store today, looking for all the stuff that we love on this channel. But it's a stress-free thrift hunt because if you guys don't know, I've been doing my $50 road to a dream grill where I'm spending $50 on. I don't want to hear that again, okay? But in that challenge, I'm spending $50 trying to flip those items until we can get to a grand total value so I can pick up a dream grill for the collection. Those videos, I love doing them, but there's a little bit of tension, because I'm trying to make sure I get my value for the $50. But today, there is no rules. We can go pick up whatever we want for my personal collection, for our streams, whatever we want to do with it. So there's a little bit of relief, and we're at a different thrift store. We are at the big one that we go to that has some of the best stuff, usually. Hopefully that's today. Let's go ahead and head on in. Ocean Man, Karina, take him by the, not the face, the hand.
I can't never do that.
All right, good luck ritual is in effect. Let's do it. Okay, so it's looking pretty bare back here, but they do have this Duke-a-boom over here that I think is cool because it actually has the little launch pads that he comes with. We might have to ask about that to see how much they're asking for it. I love that he's just literally flying back there. He's holding on to just the handlebars. They got a couple Barbies. Then down here, we've got some plushies. I see Hello Kitty. We got Snoopy, Mickey Mouse, a couple different things, but nothing really that I feel like we need to pick up right now. So we're gonna look around everywhere, and then we're gonna go to another thrift store as well if we don't find anything here. But I did look over here. I kind of cheated. I went on the other side of this little wall here, and I saw this. They have the Smurfette vehicle. I'm assuming this is by Jack Specific 2008. $12 though is a little bit, but maybe it's on sale. We'll grab it for right now. Probably could just walk on the other side, but for right now, I'm gonna keep it going over here. We have the Gundam figures for $30. Not terrible, but yeah, the items that are left are a little pricey. Masters of the Universe here, but $20. We'll see about the Smurfs here though for now. Okay, so I saw this from the distance. Say $20 though. The pricing is a little bit high today, so we'll see. This one's a white tag too, but it's a Disney Pictures backpack, which is a little bit unique. Like I wouldn't suspect this to be something they sold at like Disneyland in particular. Like maybe it could be some kind of like production piece, some kind of gift, kind of swag they would give employees. We'll grab it for right now again too, but man, we're getting beat up a little bit today on these price tags. All right, heading to the books. The books, beware the books, SpongeBob. Let's see what we got here. You have the Disney comic here. It looks like these are free comic book day ones though. This one's not, but you have the Donald Duck book here. This is orange tag. Orange is 25% off. So we might grab this one here just to check it out. Believe it or not, Donald actually is pretty famous in the comic book industry. There's a famous comic book artist known as the Duck Man. We'll pop a picture up on screen of some of his work. He's really well known in the comic industry, and a lot of people got huge inspiration for what they do based off of his artwork in comics. So he's got, believe it or not, Donald is quite the comic book legend actually. Him and Scrooge and the gang. Okay, so now we're in the books. Oh man, haven't you always wanted to, Karina, look. Haven't you always wanted to draw, like fill in color, several different pictures of The Rock, of Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Colorful fantasies with powerful charms. Somebody actually got this, and that's the craziest thing ever in the best way possible. That's just ridiculous. We have the TMNT coloring book too. We looked at it already. Man, you have the whole book to color in, and you've picked the back. All right, we're gonna leave that too. What about this though? This is a whole. What? We have a whole, dude, look at this. Werewolves don't go to summer camp, and then there's like these kids hanging out with this he's like the weird uncle. He looks like he's not actually like their dad, like he's just some guy that like they met. But this right here though, these are all Goosebump books here. It's only $3. There are some relatively new ones here, but I'll go ahead and take it. I actually like the little Minecraft book in there too. Only $3. What else do they got? You see any other? Ooh, there's another one's of Goosebumps. That's a cool one right there. Is that all Goosebumps too?
No.
Oh no, yeah, this one's got one Goosebumps in the front here. That's a really cool cover there, the Goosebumps Horrorland.
I dream about him.
Like in what way? Like, were you
Scary way.
Okay, were you like dating him? Were you like, okay, the scary way. Okay, you weren't just like hanging out with him at like the park. No. Okay. That makes more sense. I was dreaming of him.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. Looking at the spines here just to see if I see the Nickelodeon logo, and then if I do, there's an 80% chance it's probably gonna be Paw Patrol. Oh, Junie B. Jones. I used to read these books all the time when I was a kid. I love those books. Let's see here. High School Musical, the novelization. I've heard the songs aren't as good in the book, but I think that's pretty much it for the books here, but that's a nice find. Okay, looking in the DVDs here. So I've actually got another collection I'm working on, guys. So you guys know already I'm trying to get all the Disney animated movies if I can, like when I see them out in the wild, but I'm also trying to work on getting all of the old school, like DreamWorks style, like CGI movies that, like, you know, I grew up with, because I just like having them accessible, like Over the Hedge, Hoodwink, Monster House, stuff like that. All of those like early CGI movies like from the 2000s. So if I see those, I'm gonna pick them up, especially if they're on Blu-ray. But let's take a look over here. I grabbed this guy already. I just wanted to make sure I got it. We have The Way of Invisibility with Leonardo here against one of the Foot Clan, but this is back when they were on Fox before they were owned by Nickelodeon. We can check the disc out on this one real quick. And then let's see what else they got here. I think this is actually a Nickelodeon movie. Yeah, Rocky Hunter and the Secret of the Shaman movie. This is actually
different.
This is actually a Nickelodeon movie. I think I already have this though. From the executive producer of Zoe 101. This is a specific job from the boom mic holder of the Zoe 101 series. But yeah, the executive producer here. It's got as seen on Nickelodeon. So yeah, if you guys ever need a random Nickelodeon movie, here's one. Let's see here. Secrets of Kung Fu Panda. That's actually like some movies like Kung Fu Panda or like Shrek. I'm not gonna pick them up if I see just a single disc, because I know that they're like so popular. They have like compilation discs that have like all the films. So I'm gonna look out for those instead. But some of the movies that don't have stuff like that, that's what I'm gonna be grabbing. The Nut Job. That's actually not that old though, but it's still kind of cool. $4. Have you seen this movie?
That's Hunter. No.
Everything is Hunter. Yeah, no like good CGI movies here. Like I said, guys, if we don't find too much in here, we'll just go to the next door. So we're not gonna spend too long looking for nothing. Let's see here, the Naked Gun. All right, let's see, last little look.
This Britney Spears.
Britney Spears and the Crossroads. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen that. It's got Zoe Saldana in there too. I mean, she's been in like every movie ever, it feels like. That's crazy. Oh, here's one, Shark Tale. Okay, I didn't find a lot of them, but I did find Shark Tale. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's no sequel to Shark Tale, so like trying to find a collection box isn't really necessary. It also comes with exclusively for DVD, Club Oscar.
I love that movie.
I know, me too. It's such a good film too. So we'll go ahead and add this one to the cart. Again, this is one of the ones I'm looking for. Hopefully the disc is okay. I thought we would find more of them though. Like, I'm looking for Monsters vs. Aliens, a lot of those movies, but like I don't see too many of them. Dude, they're on the cover of the disc. It's freaking like Rastafari and jellyfish. I love that. They do have this Calvin and Hobbes book here, which I think is pretty cool. They have the Alola Region Handbook here for $5, but it's 50% off today. A lot of the people on our Whatnot stream love these like little handbooks and guidebooks, so I'm probably gonna grab that one. And they have some really good ones over here too, being the Avatar ones, but these are orange. They're only 25% off and they're asking $7. So it's just a little high for me, I think, but this one's only $6, but 50% off, it's only $3. The Avatar: The Last Airbender Imbalance. I'm trying to collect as many of these as I can. There's a lot of them, but these Avatar comics are so sweet. But they do have some other stuff here. They have Trapped, the video game. They've got Let Go, freaking Batman Detective Comics too. I mean, it's just, the pricing, but I think they start the prices a little high. So I think because they're gonna drop it down, when they change the tag colors, so they start off a little high and then go from there. But I think that's pretty much it for the little book section here, the graphic novel stuff. And hopefully, maybe if we come back again when these are the lower price, we can get them. What did you find? That's actually kind of cool. The Paw Patrol snow globe. You guys know I have a level of disdain for Paw Patrol because we find it everywhere. $8 too. What do you think? Let's check it out. We'll look it up online and see if it's worth that price. But I'm not gonna lie, that is really cute. It's a waterless snow globe too, so you don't have to worry about it eventually, having problems and like getting all disgusting looking like this one or this one where the water becomes like just gross. Okay, so when it comes to the bags, you guys know how this goes. I'm gonna pick up a few items if I can find some stuff that I like, and we'll add it to the cart, and then you guys will see it when we get back to the cavern. You know, we like to save these as a little surprise, but I'm seeing some pretty cool stuff in here though, to be honest. So we'll go ahead and start looking through all of this. Karina, if you wanna go check out the plush too while we're doing this. Oh, look, grab the Esmeralda bag. That's so cute.
Think of the wings, too.
Yeah, the Tinkerbell wings are pretty cool. $4 for them too. I mean, we'll add it to the cart. It might be worth it just to grab that one. But that is really cool. It's so nostalgic. Just the color blocking on it is cool. And the little, is it like a, yeah, it's like the little maraca she uses. That's adorable. Yeah, we'll grab that for sure. Okay, you got spoiled on one of the bags here. But yeah, Karina's gonna check out this section and look at the plush and stuff. And while she's doing that, oh, what the heck? You're finding all this stuff just right here.
I don't know if it's real.
I'm pretty sure that's unlicensed, but it's still very cute.
It's really cute.
Yeah. So Karina's gonna look through this section and the plush, and I'm gonna look through the bags real quick. I'll check in with you guys once I'm done here. This is so cute, like this transparent bag. And when you go to like concerts and stuff like that, you need to have a bag that's transparent so they can see through it. So this would be perfect for that. You have the turning red bag here, and it's only $4, and I think that actually might be on sale too. But we're gonna go ahead and grab this one for sure. And the plush roulette bags are here. I'll look through them and see if there's any that are worth grabbing. Okay, I didn't want to spoil it, but he's so cute. I finally get to have one out of the box. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I had to share that one. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Okay, I promise. I'm gonna stop. So Karina's standing there with her arms behind her back, and this could either be really dumb or this could be really cool. I don't know what it's gonna be.
You gotta flip out.
All right, what is it? What the frick is that? What is that? What is he? Why is he naked? And why does his nose look like that? He looks like a freaking, like a Cheez-It that grew arms. He's just so, only $2. Honestly, grab him. He's so weird.
So cute though.
Yeah, in a super uncopyrighted, strange kind of demented way. Yeah. Why is his arm such a different color from his body too? Oh my goodness, put him away. Okay, so now we are in the plush section. Karina already grabbed a bunch of stuff. She put it in the cart, so we'll take a look at that. This like King Bugs Bunny is pretty cool. I might have to grab this for my man, Always Looney. He's collecting Looney Tunes stuff, similar to how I collect SpongeBob and Nickelodeon stuff, but we're working out some like, you know, boxes for together so we can trade. So I don't know how much it's gonna be after the 25% off, maybe about $10. We'll see. Let's see, maybe if I can send him a picture of it and he can let us know if he's got it or not. But we gotta look in this box down here. This is where we usually always find some little random cute ones like this little monkey. This little monkey with the beautiful lips. Let's see what else they got in here. Yeah, nothing I need to grab. A couple of the Paw Patrol cat, actually. She's so cute. Who is this? She's adorable. The Chip and Potato. Karina already was over here, so the reason I'm not finding it. Oh, yes. This is so sick. This is Olivia, a very lesser known Nickelodeon show. Olivia. People are famous. Peppa's the famous pig, but Olivia was the OG pig of Nickelodeon. So we're gonna grab this one for sure. I've never even seen an Olivia plush before. Like, it was like just simple. Like, I think I found one time that was like with this crazy weird dress. It was like super messed up, but that's like the first solid condition one that we've ever found. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep looking because, man, if that was in here, who knows what else weird stuff is in this. Are you gonna say it?
Hunter.
Yep, there you go. All right, let's see here. We got some like knockoffs. Actually, this is not knockoff, but 5 Nights at Freddy's one here. You should have grabbed it. You should have grabbed it, Marcus. What the f? People always are mad whenever I leave any. Oh, it is really cute little Irish poo. Oh, he's not Irish. I guess he's just like, what is it called? St. Patrick's Day? What is it? St. Patrick's Day. There you go. He's not Irish, but that's an Irish holiday, okay? So I'm not too wrong. Little freaking strawberry shortcake. But yeah, every time we see 5 Nights at Freddy's stuff, people are always like, why didn't you grab it? Why didn't you freaking grab it? Because I don't collect 5 Nights at Freddy. But sometimes we do. Oh, Karina, Donkey Kong. You can put that with your Skibbity toilet collection. Let's see here. Little Hello Kitties in here, but they're kind of like, mid. Is that what the kids say? Mid. But we'll check him out because that way I don't regret it. Because there are sometimes the ones that are really valuable that we leave behind. You guys tell me about, but I have a feeling this isn't it because I found it. And see, whenever I find one, see, yeah, this is not good. Whenever I find one, they're never the good ones. Get in there, man. There we go. But Sav only grabbed that. What did you find? So let's take a look here. So you got a freaking bunch of little stuff in here. Oh, this is so cute. This is awesome. $5 and it has all these different Disney classic ornaments in there. You have Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Bambi too. It's stuck to this one.
I don't know what that is.
Little Dipper and Domino. Okay, those are the Dalmatians. 100 Dalmatians, 102 Dalmatians. So 2 Disney ornaments for only $5.99. We got Jack there, only $5. This one right here, interesting. She just grabs everything because she doesn't want me to miss it, you know, which is what I asked her to do. So sometimes I'm gonna say no, but it's not because I'm trying to be mean. She just grabs everything just in case. Like this one is really cute, a Bo Peep, only $3 too. Like that's a definite maybe.
This friggin' guy.
It's friggin' stuck. We got Taz here, but this is from Toon Squad. That's not our Space Jam, so we're gonna leave him behind. And then we got a little Diana there too for only $2. I think the ones I'm maybe on are this one. Oh, this is a for sure grab. That was the best thing of all the things we found. That's like really good.
You should have a name.
Nicky Bob. Nicky Bob will be his name. Nicky Bob Boy. So I was debating on getting the Tinkerbell wings here. You know, Karina grabbed these for $4, but with freaking $30 with another $12 shipping, I mean, so it's basically like $50 and you do free shipping on it. So I mean, that would be a pretty good one. We're gonna grab that, but I also found this guy here. It's a Neopet.
Oh,
yes, he's
so
$8.
cute.
He's adorable. It's a little like Charmander look. I don't know his name, but he's so cute. He's still got the voice box in there and everything. We never find Neopets, especially this size one. I always find the McDonald's ones. That is a grab for sure. He's so precious. Feel the quality on him too. Yeah, he's really nice. We're grabbing that for sure. I also wanted to drop a congratulations to Mitchell in the comments down below because I heard in the radio right now, he was on the radio for having the world's biggest Minions collection. They actually put him on the air right now. He's doing a little interview. It's hard to pick up on camera, but he actually has one of the biggest Minion collections ever. So that's crazy to see he actually got awarded for it. That's absolutely incredible. But not just that. We found this guy here. We found a few more items. It got kind of crazy over there, so I wanted to wait. We found this, which is Rusty from Bluey. He got us for about $25. We found it for $3. And what else was there to grab? Anything new? I grabbed Charlie Brown here too. It looks like he doesn't play music right now, but I think he's gonna be pretty cool once we get some batteries in him. This one was kind of like, I'm just taking a risk on it. There was only one that was listed that was new, and they were asking $150 for it. But this one's obviously used. It could be a big waste, but I'm gonna gamble. I'm a gambling man, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and gamble it for $15. We'll see what happens with that one. But I think we're pretty much done here. We have to go through one more. Oh yeah, I left the backpack. The backpack was not worth it. We're gonna look through this last little section, but you guys know this is usually the more boring section of the store. So if we find anything, we'll let you know. But other than that, we're gonna be heading out because man, what a haul. The whole cart is pretty much full. We have these adorable freaking Disney glasses. They're so cute. Look at this one right here with Miko on it. We got the Aladdin one, and they're only $3. I mean, these cups really typically aren't worth all that much. But even if yeah, like I had a couple of these growing up too. So even if we just get them for the Whatnot streams or we give them away, I just think they're really cute to grab for only $3. And they have a box too that kind of protects them too, so the shipping's not as crazy. I mean, it's a little dangerous still, but at least it has a little built-in protection. So we're gonna grab all of those. I'll never call this the boring section ever again. There's actually some fun stuff over here today. This is obviously not licensed. It's just like kind of a slime drink holder, but I love whoever made this. That is a really cool design on it. Only $3. I just don't have any use for a tumbler, and since it's not licensed, I can't use it for the collection aspect, but very cool. Karina spotted this from a mile away. She said it's so cute because she's Canadian. She can smell mooses when they're even around our area. She knew there was a moose around here somewhere. This last little like plush section here, you guys are seeing it with me though. There's really, oh, there was something. There's a tag for a Daria item. There was probably a really cool plush or a pillow or something here. There's a tag for Daria. It could be from a shirt too though. Oh yeah, it's for socks. It says shoe size. Okay, never mind. That's not so disappointing there. So it says shoe size and 5 pairs. Now this is scary, but if I know anything, scary is always a good thing to look into. We're gonna grab this one for right now. So whenever I see stuff like this, there's a certain look that I kind of like look out for. Like I am by no means any kind of like reselling expert. I'm a collector at heart. But when I know the things that I know, I think I'm pretty good at finding those things. So like this is one of those items. It's like it just has that look of kind of spookiness with like Gen Z and like, you know, millennials having such freaking stressful times. We tend to kind of fixate on the creepy and macabre. So this one right here, they're asking 50 with also $20 shipping. It's got 6 watchers on it, but that's new with tags. I don't know. I mean, it could be a miss because it is kind of big, but it's only $6. So I mean, I think we just put it up for 30 and maybe around Halloween time or something like that. I think we wouldn't be surprised if it moves pretty fast though either. For $6, I'll try it out. Might actually, no, it's not on sale, but $6 still is not bad. So you know, it's a pretty good day when even the boring section is pretty not boring. All right, guys, I think that we've gotten enough in this car. It is pretty loaded up. We literally can't even fit anything unless we put it in the undercarriage. So we're gonna go ahead and head on out of here. We might have to save the other store for a separate video because this is already such a big haul. It's one of those days where we just keep finding more and more stuff. Like, the cart's already full, but then Karina found this. She's really been into Animal Crossing recently too. Very cute. After you clean that up, and it's only $3 as well too. Okay, so there we go. That was a long line. We had to wait a long time to get out of there, but we got everything. And then my freaking Neo pet, he's talking inside there. I got to the line and somehow the price tag was gone. I don't know where the price tag went, but it just disappeared. So then they said I couldn't buy it. So they're like, oh, well, you can't buy it. I was like, well, can you just give me a price? And they're like, oh, well, you have to go to the back of the store and ask them. And I'm like, okay. So I'm going to the back of the store. I ask them, I get the price tag. I come back and Karina's already out of the line because it was taking forever for me to get the price.
You didn't want me to wait.
Yeah, she didn't want her to wait. So I cut I'm not gonna lie, I cut the whole line. I walked in front of everybody. I got straight to the lady. I found the same lady and I was like, here, I got the price. Can you just ring me up for this real quick? And thankfully she was nice on that aspect and then gave me the price, but stressful little. I mean, it's not that big of a deal like when I'm explaining it, but like when there's so many people, it's moving so fast. I don't like being the person to kind of hold up the line, neither does Karina. So like we try to avoid those kind of confrontations, you know, such situations, those awkward social situations. So it was a lot for us. We got through it though. So we are back in the cavern from the thrift and I cannot wait to go through everything, guys. So we are gonna start off with our bags. And if you guys are new here, how we do this is worth it or not worth it. We are gonna say how much I paid for the bag and how much that item goes for on the open market and give it a worth it or not worth it scale. I will say I don't know of a lot of these today. I feel like because I'm doing the Road to the Dream Girl challenge, we're doing the $50 flip it to get that ultimate collection piece, that I think I was a little bit more looking for myself, I guess, which is what I usually am doing anyway for the collection, but I do also like to get some items that we have a higher value than what I spent in the video. But as I always say, I'm not an expert reseller either, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this though. So I might as well start with an item I know is not gonna probably be worth it, and that is this right here, the Squidward. I paid $4 for him at the store, but look at how freaking cute he is. We got Squidward with his glasses here. This is from Camp Coral. Ryan will pop up a clip from Camp Coral. This is based off of the movie Camp Coral, that is Camp Coral with the C, versus the TV show that is Camp Coral with a K. Don't know why they did that. Have no clue what the reasoning on that, the change was, but for whatever reason, they are different. But I do like this one's based off of that Camp Coral because it actually has a hat on there that says CC on it. If you look closely, it says CC, which is also works for this channel, Comfort Cartoons. And I do have this Funko Pop in my collection, but I am like with my Nickelodeon Funko Pops like an in-box collector, so I have one out of the box, and I don't really like displaying Funkos that much out of the box just because I feel like there's so many other like more accurate figures out there, but there's nothing like this for the Camp Coral movie Squidward. So this is the best example, and let's just be real, he's freaking gorgeous, okay? He's beautiful. So I have no clue. We'll check him out, but I'm pretty sure we'll do all the bags at the end. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a draw. I'll tell you it all when we get through these. Next up here, I also grabbed these Transformers. I mean, man, I always have good luck when I grab Transformers. So I grabbed these ones. I paid $5 for them. And you got 2 different Transformers here. I'm not gonna lie, I've never really been great at Transformers. See? That's why I don't like Transformers that much. I feel like I'm never able to build these things, like transform them back into a car and then back into a robot or an alien or both. So because of that, I usually steer clear of them. But when I saw 2 freaking Transformers for only $4.99 and they look like, you know, not super old, but also not super new, I went ahead and grabbed them. So we have 2 here. One that looks like a Decepticon. I don't even see the Decepticon logo, but look, he just looks like evil, right? He looks super evil. He looks like he doesn't return
return library books. Like he undervalues his house on his insurance. Like that he fudges numbers on his taxes. Super sinister stuff. And then we've got this guy here. He is an Autobot. Look at the color differences. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at the differences. Super evil looking. Look at him. He looks like he serves chili at the local homeless shelter. An Autobot. You see, that's all you need to know to tell the difference. Judge the books by their covers. That's not what I want you to learn from this channel, but in this case you can. All right, I think they're gonna be worth it though. Next up here, this was kind of one I just grabbed for myself here. He was half off. It was $6, so I got him for $3. And this is an alien from Toy Story, but he's dressed up as Doug from the other Pixar movie, Up. Very, very cute. I love any doggo, and I also love my alien friend from Toy Story, so it's a win-win here. This guy, there's no way I overpaid for him, I feel like, because he was only $2, but I didn't realize that he was actually missing something. This is Anger from the Inside Out movies. He needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but he has an awesome profile of the character Anger.
Let me at him!
The only problem is I didn't realize there was a little piece that goes up in the back here. I'm assuming it's probably like a flame that pops up, so I'm pretty sure that's what it does. But yeah, since that part's missing, I can kind of see why they only charged $2 for it. So that one could end up being a draw or a loss. This one right here was only $3 because it was 25% off. This is a singing Bumble figure here, and he's got a light up star too. I don't know if his batteries are dead. Yeah, it looks like his batteries are dead, but a lot of these singing Christmas plushies, especially the animated ones, can be worth a lot more than you think. So, you know, like I said, I like to get a couple items that I can get a little bit of funds back and some that I'm gonna keep to kind of balance things out. So hopefully this guy ends up being worth it. Next up here, this one I'm pretty sure also is gonna be a not worth it too, but I mean, you don't see Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends figures often, even if they are the Subway or Wendy's one. So I just couldn't bring myself to leave him for only $2.50. So what is in here in total? I have no clue. So this is what I noticed. Oh man, dang, this is really not gonna be worth it. So these are from two different Burger King series. So this is the one where you can actually put stickers on his eyes and, like, you know, put the horns on there. I think they're like magnetic, or like they're Play-Doh, I think, and you can make it. And then this one, it attaches to his body and his eyes are a little flashlight, and they still light up, which is cool. But when I saw them in the box, I thought they were the same figure, and I knew this one was missing its body, so I thought I would be able to take the body off of this one and put it on here and we would be good to go. But this is a different figure, so the body does not. So I've just stuck with an eyeless Eduardo and one with no legs. But I can't imagine his legs. I imagine chicken legs. It doesn't fit well, but it's funny. All right, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the rest of this is just garbage. Okay, and then we also got this awesome Nightwing figure. He's not super articulated. He pretty much only moves at the shoulders and like the legs, but he is really sweet looking, man. Nightwing, one of the most like cool looking characters in the DC universe. Him, Red Hood, and of course Batman himself all have fantastic costumes. And he was on sale too, so I got him for $3. I went ahead and got him. And then this was another gamble one. It was $2, or less than $2, like $1.75, and it came with all of these little My Little Ponies. So this one was a gamble. Let's go ahead and see if the gamble was worth it, and we'll also check out the rest of this and see if any of it was worth it or not worth it. So in total, this is what we paid for all the bags so far on screen. Let's see what the end value for the bags is before we check out the main items. I'm not an expert. I have to make sure I say that, because somebody in the comments is like, well, I hear me in my house on my keyboard. I'm an expert, and I'm gonna tell you all about what you messed up on. But I think I have a pretty good eye, at least in the categories that I'm in. So as soon as I saw this zebra pony, like I said, I have an eye for this stuff. I know nothing about My Little Ponies, but I just saw it and I was like, you know what? That seems obscure. It doesn't seem like there's a zebra pony every day, you know, not a common pony. And I was right. She also glows in the dark. She sold most recently for $60. So she already, this $60 pony, I mean, she's not in as good a condition as this one. It's got like a really good braid on the tail there, but there's some that don't have that braid, like this one right here without the braid. $50 as well. So after we clean her up a little bit, $50 she paid for all the bags. So everything in the bags now is just butter, a fair game. It's just free. And the other two ponies, I knew those weren't gonna be. I mean, look, that's what I'm saying. Look at this one. And then look at these. These, like this one especially, these scream, I was made 1 billion times. I was re-released 4 times, and each reproduction, I was printed in quantities of 1 million. And this one right here screams, yeah, I am just your average generic pony. So eventually you get kind of an eye for that kind of stuff, and I knew they weren't gonna be worth it. Let's check out the other items. Okay, so I'm shocked we did surprisingly well. The Nightwing, we paid $2 or $3 for him. He goes for about 12. Not insane, but adding that to the 50 for the freaking zebra, pretty good. This guy, like I said, I mean, Transformers, you never know. A lot of them are worthless, but just the way they look, being a little older, but also not super old, it was worth the gamble to me. And the quality looked pretty good. So this one went for about $20 with $7 shipping, which would not even be necessary, but we'll just give it 20. And this one sold incomplete for 22. So that's another 40 bucks for just these two guys here. We're already at like $100, I think, somewhere around there, something close to that. The Bumble, we're gonna go ahead and put $16. There was a lesser quality one of this that sold for about 16, but the ones of this that were listed had a lot of watchers and were like 30 to 40 bucks. I think around Christmas time would probably be a little bit more sales. So I'm just gonna give him what he sold for so far, something similar, 15. And I know I've gotten a couple people that have said my prices are way too low on a lot of the stuff that we do on the $50 Grail Challenge, as well as like my haul videos. I just, like I said, I like to keep the prices really low when I give these estimates, just to be sure that that's a solid number, because again, if I went too high, there would be some people saying that there's too high. So I would rather it be too low. That way, if I do sell something, it's not like, you know, I'll put it for the market, and if it doesn't go for that and goes for a little under, probably gonna land around where my estimate was. This guy shocked me though. And again, like I said, like I'm shocked by this too, okay? I feel like in the video, it seems a lot easier than what it is in real life. I just collect a lot of stuff, so I kind of know quality, I would say, to an extent. And I saw this guy's mold. I was like, he just looks fantastic. So this is a Disney Store exclusive one, and in the box sealed, he goes for about 100 bucks. But even with this little thing in the back here missing, he still sells for $25. So that was a huge win there. And that's what I said, like in our $50 challenge, if I would have done that at this thrift store, oh my gosh, it would have been so much easier, because this thrift store is like a true thrift store. Like everything gets donated, they put it on the shelves. Savers, Goodwill, a lot of those places, they vet through all the items, like 80% of those things. They have people that are hired, pretty much actual professional resellers that go through all the stuff and vet out a lot of the items. Yeah, there's some stuff they missed that gets in there, but it's a lot harder than going to like an actual place where all the donations get to the people. So like if we did this challenge at that thrift store, man, we would already be pretty far along. That's why it makes it tough doing our $50 challenge at my only local Savers, but we will get there. I will make sure we get there. It's just gonna take some time, darn it. But next up, guys, these items aren't worth much. We have the Squidward and also the Doug. We're gonna put no value on these just in case I went high on anything else. Again, my numbers are always really, really low, just so we can make sure that they are confident numbers. But this guy sold for about $10 in some cases. This guy sold for about $6 to $10 in some cases too, but they were not really hot sellers though, you know. It's kind of one of those things like one every couple months sells. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give them no value, but I love them. And that was a crazy bag haul. I thought we did pretty good. I don't know where our number is at, but I imagine it's at least high 2 or 3 digits. All right, so now let's get to the meat. You hear that, Flipsy? Let's get to the meat. Yeah. All right, okay, come on, there's enough flipping. So we'll go through a bag at a time. I think that'll be the best way so we can cover each item too. So these Disney cups, again, I really don't care how much they go for. I think even if they sell for like, you know, 10 bucks each, these are gonna go over to my Whatnot stream, whether we put them up on there at a low starting price or we just give them away. I just wanted to grab them because they're just cute and they're cool and they're nostalgic. This is what Comfort Cartoons is all about. So we have the Peter Pan glass here. They aren't sealed, so we can take them out at least to get like a little example. I'm not gonna take them all out, but just so we can get an idea of what they look like. Like that's just a cool cup. It's like a hard plastic. Like if you are using regular cups in your house, that's okay. But for me, all my cups, all my dishes are stuff like this, because like, you know, I try to surround myself with all the stuff that I love because it makes me happy. So $3 for this really cool Peter Pan cup, a solid cup at that. It's got a little summary of the movie in the back here, the classic VHS cover. That's so much fun. We also have the Pocahontas one with Miko on it. Very, very cute. And then we also got this one, which is the Aladdin one. And I think these are from different series. So I think for different movies, this one is from a series of all like VHS covers. And then this one was for a whole Pocahontas set. So this is just one of the 4 Pocahontas ones. And then this is the Aladdin one right here. Very, very sick. Again, another iconic VHS cover. And the boxes are honestly really cool too. So we got all 3 of those for a total of $9. That's cheaper than some cups at Walmart. Keeping it moving though, we also got this guy, which is Rusty, a more uncommon character from Bluey that you don't see every day. So whenever I see Bluey characters, or again, really any show or anything that I'm into, another thing I look for are characters that you just don't see all the time, you know? Like if you're looking for SpongeBob plushies and you see Squidward, Patrick, SpongeBob, and Larry the Lobster, I can almost promise you Larry the Lobster is substantially more expensive than the other ones because there's a million SpongeBobs, a million Patrick, not a million Squidwards. Squidwards are actually kind of a lot of times up there too, but not as much as a Larry. Look for a Larry. Living like Larry, looking for Larry. That's the way to remember this. So this is a looking for Larry moment with this guy. Karina grabbed this right here. I don't know if she was gonna keep it or not. I'm gonna ask her, but if not, it'll be going to our Whatnot stream. It is a pretty much never been used, just needs to be cleaned up. Animal Crossing, like double layered thermos here to kind of keep your drink cool with like a nice like light pink color to it. Really adorable. This guy, I cannot believe I bought this, but it's kind of cool. That's just kind of sweet, you know? It's a waterless snow globe here. It's kind of fun just to kind of mess with, and it's got Paw Patrol in there. You know, right now I'm exploring the idea of eventually somewhere down the line moving to hopefully a little bit of a bigger space and have a more kind of a setup based off of my YouTube channels. And you know, maybe I'll have a little tiny Paw Patrol section, and if I did, I would probably want to have this in it. Just because I could not deny it as being a huge part of Nickelodeon, whether I like it or I don't like it, mostly for the fact of seeing its merch everywhere. I cannot deny that it is one of the biggest totems in keeping Nickelodeon alive today. So I got some respect for Paw Patrol. I just get tired of seeing it in the store. But then we got the books here, and some of these are personal pickups here. So this right here, I know it's not going to be worth it. Shark Tales on DVD, that's just for my collection. The Avatar: The Last Airbender book, I know that's not going to be worth, it's probably worth less than what I paid for it. Like it's worth, they're asking $6, I paid $3. It's probably worth like $3. But it's for my collection, so that's worth it and worth it. This guy right here we got for $2.50. Again, there's a few people that I know that collect these guidebooks, so I'm sure somebody's going to be able to add this to their collection that needs it. So to me, being able to sell it on Whatnot for probably more than the $2.50, it's definitely worth it. And then all of these Goosebumps books here. Again, this is something I can easily lot together. It's a fun little lot of books. They're in great shape too. But they're not super old, you know, Goosebumps books, but they are from 2014, 2015. So that's like over 10 years ago. They're not new either. So 3 of them for $1, for like basically $1 a piece. And to be honest, this is super nostalgic for me. This is one of the like OG Minecraft essential guidebooks. I promise you there are a few people that are watching this video right now around my age or even younger that grew up with one of these books. Like as a big Minecraft head, I had all 4 of these essential guidebooks. And you know, back in the day before Minecraft had like so many different options to like teach you how to play the game, you know, you had to know how to craft stuff, and you had to know like the recipes for stuff, whether it be in the furnace or on the crafting table, a lot of different stuff. So these guidebooks were like perfect. They were so useful, plus they just kind of look sick, you know? So I don't think this is worth that much either, but it's awesome. So just a cool piece. So let me go ahead and go through all these items. We'll give you a value on each item that we pulled out of this bag, and then we'll move on to the next bag. Okay, so adding the values up, all the cups go for about $10 each, with free shipping. So you're probably getting like 5. So I mean, you get like $2 out of them if you wanted to do it that way. So they're really just for people that really want the cups. But I thought they were too cool to pass up. So we'll do $5 each for the cups. This guy right here goes for about 10. The Animal Crossing one goes for about 10. The Rusty is our high item here at 25. And each of these books literally goes for about like, actually about $5 each, even the Goosebump ones. But we'll just go ahead and do 15 for all of them and just say if a couple of them are, or let's just say a couple of them are extra. Either way, I think that's still a great add-on our price. All right, this guy right here, this is such a cool piece. And I'm so glad that I went back for him. I just think he looks awesome. You know, I don't find Neopets out in the wild very often. The quality on him is fantastic, still works. I wouldn't dare squeeze him because he talked for about 15 minutes in the car in the back seat. But he only goes for about 25 bucks, or like 20 to 25 bucks. I think he's super undervalued, but they must have produced a lot of these because some Neopets are super expensive. I pretty much grab any Neopet I see that's not like the McDonald's one. So I still would grab him any day out of the week. He's so cool looking and also worth it. Okay, our next bag, we got this spooky lady here. And I almost want to say I know the brand of this if I read the name, because I've sold a few of these like creepy looking dolls. I think they sell them at Home Goods around Halloween time. I've sold a lot of them in the past, from anywhere from like 25 to in some cases like $80. So I just already knew she was gonna be a good grab. This one right here I got for $3. This really cute like rainbow strap bag from Turning Red. But my personal favorite of the bags is this Esmeralda one here from Hunchback of Notre Dame. The colors are just absolutely iconic. Like, it's just so hits you in nostalgic feels when you look at it. And then the fact that they made the actual bag some maracas. I mean, they're not the best working maracas, you know, they are plastic, but some maracas, like, that's kind of cool. And then only $2 Karina grabbed this little Totoro plushie. So the Totoro comes from the Studio Ghibli Museum in Japan. I could not find this one available online, so it must be relatively uncommon, but similar Esmeralda like coin purses and backpacks were selling for like 30 to 50, so I'm gonna say 10 at least. Again, I know prices are low, but like, I don't know, so I don't want to go too high, but I'm gonna say 10. And then this one I couldn't find, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, I don't have enough data to give you a price on it, but I think it's worth it for freaking $3, and I know somebody's gonna enjoy it. I would. Like, if I'm a fan of Turning Red, this is just a really cute bag. So let's just do 20 for all of this stuff here, you know, because I think the Studio Ghibli one, there was one sold for 20. So since we don't have enough data on this stuff, let's just go ahead and do $20 for all three. And then this one right here, when we were looking for it in the store, there wasn't a lot of data on that one either. It's a little bit of a risky item, but I've taken risk on these style dolls many a times, and so far it's always worked out for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep rolling the dice on that. I'm probably just gonna put it up for like 30, you know, with free shipping, and I only paid like $4 for it, so it's a freaking steal either way. But we'll see. I mean, especially around Halloween time, I could see that being her time of movement. Please don't move until then, or at all. Okay, next up here, we've got the Tinkerbell wings. You guys saw us check those out in the store. I paid $4 for these. We'll find out on those. The Hello Kitty, this was also like the doll. I think, you know, I think that for me, we did pretty good overall. Some items I'm just willing to take the gamble on because at least I learned something by the end of the day. And I don't know if this was gonna be worth it, but I couldn't even find information on it at the store, but we'll see. These, so cute. Again, we grabbed these just because they're cute. And again, we love bringing nostalgia, kind of fun stuff like this to the Whatnot streams. So these are the princess, as well as just like Disney classic characters ornaments, as well as these Dalmatian ones. Let's check those out and see if they're in there. Yeah, see the ornaments that are, these aren't even in there. There's these little mouse ornaments. They're by Hallmark, so maybe they're still good, but there's these little tiny miniature mouse like doing things. It's not even a Disney ornament in here. It's like a home remodeling theme or something. Very niche theme, but cool, I guess. I don't know if this one's gonna be worth it, but I think they're very fun for that price. This guy here I got from my man, Always Looney. Again, if he has it, then we'll probably bring it to our streams or something like that. I'm not gonna leave a freaking King Bugs Bunny behind though, with the freaking tag on him still. He's got the posable ears. Right now his ears are down, but they do have the wire in them to kind of pose them as well too. I love that plush. That is actually just a really cool one. It's by Namco, I believe. No, it's by Ace Company. I would say this is probably a Six Flag prize. He's kind of got that stiff material, but it's nice quality. A lot of these stiff body plushies, especially the SpongeBob ones, they're so broken down from just being used and abused that they're like this powdery crunch on the inside. This one's all still really solid. It's more of like a figure almost style to him. And he's got the wire in his legs too, so you can actually pose the whole, can we stand him? Yeah, you can actually pose him up like standing. Obviously, you might need to adjust him a little bit, but that is really, really cool. You don't see these Fear style plushies, especially this old and that good a shape. So hopefully he doesn't have that one because it would be cooler if it's gonna go to a Looney Tunes collector. But if so, again, we can get it to the right home. Oh my gosh. And then Nakey Bobby. If you got to this part of the video, give me a Nakey Bobby in the comments down below. Our newest member of the crew here at Comfort Cartoons, Nakey Bobby. This is the strange, undeveloped fetus of SpongeBob. It's kind of like Ricky Bobby, but it's Nakey Bobby. I don't know what this thing even, like, I don't know how they went so wrong on him in so many ways. He's naked. He's naked and his legs and arms aren't the same color. Told you, every fake knockoff plushie has this stupid suction cup thing at the top of it. I don't know why, but they always have that. Oh, wait a minute. The Dalmatian ornaments are in here. They fell to the bottom of the basket, so those were bonus ones. So all of them are actually here. They're like all fighting over this like little piece of rope, I guess. I'm not really sure how you set them up, but I think it's something like this. So the Dalmatians are in here. Okay, and there we go. We got them. And I don't even know those, like, we have Oddball, Little Dipper, and Domino. Like, I honestly always forget the names of all the Dalmatians besides Patch. I only remember Patch name because he has a sequel movie that's like about him. Everybody else is like, you didn't get a sequel, you know? You're just one of 101 or 102 in the sequel. But we also grabbed this one. I don't know if we mentioned it on camera though, but this little like hamster guy, I don't know what it is. I think there must be a Blizzard employee somewhere around there that donates like all of his excess stuff in his house, because we always find Blizzard plushies there. It's so weird. I don't know why, but they get a lot of We Bare Bears and Blizzard stuff. Like, I get a lot of Blizzard plushies. So I think this was definitely worth a pickup for $4. And then we got the Charlie Brown. Oh wait, almost forgot you, Sobble. And we got Sobble. Charlie I paid $5 for, and Sobble I paid $5 for too. And again, he's a freaking Pokemon plushie. Something fun for our stream. So for $5, I think he's still gonna be worth it. But let's see everything in that bag and see our final total. Either way, man, this may not be one of our highest value totals ever. I really don't care. I just had a blast, and I especially had a blast I got to do with you beautiful people. I had so much fun finding so many cool items and treasures today. Let's go ahead and see the final total though. Okay, I'm here to tell you we did good, boys and girls. We did fantastic. So this little squirrel right here goes for about $50 freaking dollars, man. How are you more than freaking him? He's like 25 years older than you. But nonetheless, this freaking squirrel, 50 bucks. This guy, when I was in the store, I could not find a picture of him, but here's one sold new for $200. This one is used and it's sold for $40, but there's none currently for sale that are used right now. So I think I might just ask like 60 or something around there, and then, you know, take an offer if it comes up. Because I think for freaking getting the used one, you're saving 150 bucks. That's like pretty crazy. This is the Chinese New Year's Hello Kitty. Awesome find. Like, holy crap, that was awesome. Did not expect that. The Disney ornaments, we're gonna throw 15 on there. The Charlie Brown, we're gonna go ahead and throw 10. The Sobble, we're gonna give him a free price, even though he goes for about 10. And then we're also going to subtract the $10 that I paid for the bugs here, just because it was kind of off of the challenge. But I'm also not going to add the value. There was a sold one for about 20 bucks. I'm not gonna add the value for this one either, because it is a hopefully an item for a friend. And I never like adding stuff like that to my totals, whether it's a gift or it's a gift for somebody else. So in that case, we're gonna subtract that one. The Dalmatian ornaments, these were about 10 as well. And also those little mouses weren't that bad either, but I didn't plan to get those, so we're not gonna count that. But that is our total on screen there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. I had a whole lot of fun, as I always do during these videos. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you guys would like to support this channel and help keeping more videos to come for years down the line, go check out our Patreon. It is only $2 to sign up. There is not a single item on this table. Okay, well, there's him. He's about the same price. That is cheaper than the Patreon though, and you get extended versions of every video that I upload, early release, ad-free, plus you get to help this small business and this channel on making more content for people just like you that watch this show. I could not be doing what I'm doing without the support of our Patreon members and our buyers over on Whatnot. So thank you so much to all of those people already. Appreciate you guys, but go check it out. I would greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It really helps more than you guys know in expanding what we do and can do in the future on this channel. So the Patreon's down below, and also if you guys want to check out the Whatnot stream, where you may see many of these items for a steal of a deal over on our Whatnot streams, that link is down below. You get $15 for free just for signing up. But before we head out of here, you know the drill. Scan it! And on that note, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new here, whatnot, Patreon, all that information is down below. Go check it out. I will greatly appreciate it. And check out this video while you're at it. This is one of my favorite thrifting videos. If you enjoyed this video, I promise you're going to enjoy that one. And it'll also put you on a playlist of some of the other thrifting videos here on the channel. So I'll see you guys in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and bloop.